All right, now we have the graph sprite finding x1 and x2, but we need to make these broadcast commands actually do something. The first one we're going to deal with is the no real roots broadcast. What I want to happen when this broadcast happens is I want a big sprite to appear that basically tells the user that there are no real roots, and then I want it to disappear, and then I want the function to be graphed. So you saw in my example I use a stop sign, so we're going to make this stop sign. Now you can use anything. You could use a big red X, something that is just going to tell the user that they did something that's different here. So I have a stop sign. Now, I've made my stop sign bigger. You can either use the set size or just use this grow button. Basically, you make it as big as you want. I'll make mine kind of big, and that's fine. So for the scripts of the sprite, I want, anytime the green flag is clicked, I want it to reset the whole screen. So we'll put some more commands in when the green flag is clicked, but for this one, for the green flag, I want it to hide. So you go into looks, go into hide. Then the other sprite is broadcasting that no real roots message. So we need to say, for this sprite, when I receive no real roots, when that message is received, I want this one to just go to the center. So that's easy. The center is the origin, 0, 0. I want it to show itself. Then I want it to tell the user what's happening. So say, I'm going to say, this function has no real roots. And I'm going to have it say another message. For 2 seconds, I'm going to say, but the graph looks like this. And the reason I'm saying both of these things is because it's still going to graph. If we go back to the graph button commands, it's going to broadcast that. It's going to set x1 as does not exist, set x2 as does not exist. It's going to wait 4 seconds. Well, we're waiting 4 seconds because it takes 2 seconds for each of these to come up, and then it's going to broadcast draw function. So after we have it say those things, I want it to hide because it needs to go away, and then it'll graph the function. So we already have one that does not exist real roots, so let's graph it. Press graph. This function has no real roots, but the graph looks like this. Boom. And then it would draw it, but of course we haven't written that function yet. When you hit the green flag, it should clear off, and you should be good to go.